What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to introduce to you a new series that I'm going to run on this channel. So let's get started. All right, work on Wednesday. That's what it's going to be called. And as you guys know me, I really believe in taking action. You can watch all the videos on YouTube about trading, but you will still be a shit trader if you just don't take action on it. It's in life, and I've said it many times before. You got these people reading about diets and working out, but they never work out and they remain fat. And it's the same thing with trading. You should be taking action. When you read a blog, then you should be, after reading that blog, you should be thinking, all right, how am I going to be able to use this information in my own trading? And how can I use it to become better? And that's what this series is all about. It's about taking action. So let's dive a bit deeper into it and what you can expect. So on this channel, every week you get a new video. This time it's going to be every week a new work on Wednesday lesson. Every week you get a question for yourself, sometimes multiple questions that I'm going to ask you, and you should, after the video, think about the question. You should really answer it for yourself. And if you do that correctly, you know exactly what to work on the coming week or the coming months to become a better trader. And it's all about every single week, small improvements, because that's essentially the best way to approach it. If you eat like shit for 10 months a year and then you go on a diet for two months per year, it is not going to make you more healthy. It's just a bad way of doing things. But if every single week you look at what you eat, at the end of the year you have a healthy lifestyle. So same with trading. You want to make small improvements every week. And sometimes you don't even notice the improvements in the beginning, but they will come if you just keep taking action. That's what it's all about. Next to that, you get feedback. So let's say I ask you a question in a series. For example, in next week's video, I'll ask you a question and you don't really know how to answer it for yourself. Just comment down below and I will help you out. It's that simple. I want you guys to take action. I'm not just another YouTube channel that you can watch for entertainment. I really want you guys to become a better trader. So if you're struggling, if you can't answer the question for yourself, or if you're just stuck, just comment down below, ask a question, and I will be there to answer the question. So without further ado, let's dive into today's question. And that is, do you have a strategy written down? And I think most people don't. I think most people will say, it's in my head. I know what to look for. It's all in the mind. That sounds good. But as soon as you have 3, 4, 5 losses in a row, your mind starts to fuck up, basically. Your emotions will come up and it will slightly make your strategy a little bit different in your mind. And then you take a trade that's just not in your strategy. It loses again, and then you're off to the races. You're just making mistake after mistake after mistake. So it's really important to have your strategy written down. And that's what I always tell my clients. I have a full lesson for them about making a trading plan, and everything needs to be in there. There needs to be in there what time frames they use, what pairs they trade, what they look for in terms of levels or bias, what their entry setup is, where their target goes, where the stop goes, how they manage their trades, how much percent they risk on a certain setup, and way more. If you don't have this written down, guys, if you don't, you're going to make mistakes and your performance will suffer. And right now, I don't use my written down trading plan anymore. Why? Because I've been trading this strategy for so long. Now it's in my mind. Now I know what to look for, but still the written down plan is next to my computer. And as soon as I feel like I'm hesitating or I don't know, something is up, I grab my plan, I read it through, and I know exactly what to do. And that rhymed, and it was not planned, but it sounded great. So that's the question for this week. Do you have a strategy written down? If not, that's what you should be doing right now. And the points I just mentioned, that's what you really want to write down. So what concepts are inside your strategy? For example, I use liquidity and I use sort of a mechanical setup, a statistical setup. That's what I like. It's more quantitative trading, as you will. It's just a label, but I think most people will then recognize what I do. So it's liquidity and mechanical trading for me. But do you then know why liquidity works and how it works for your trading? You should also know that, because the more you know about your strategy, the more confidence you will have, the easier it will be to stick to the plan if you hit a drawdown. And that's essentially what it's all about. So write down the underlying concepts of your strategy. Then write down why and how they work. Then you want to really write down basically the entire process of from a blank chart to you exiting a trade. Anything in between there, you want to write down and have on paper. And you want it next to your computer. And yes, you can make mistakes sometimes. And in the beginning, it will be like, oh, do I have to read that thing again? Trust me, it will really pay off in the long term. So start with that today. Start writing down your strategy, your entire strategy on paper. I don't care if you do it in Excel. I don't care. Just write it down. And then if you have any questions about it, or if you're stuck, comment down below. I will help you out. But this is the work for the coming week. So good luck, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.